Hi, today I'm going to talk about inheritance. And no, inheritance is not the money that you get when your ancestors pass away. It's actually something different. You do get from your ancestors, but it is the genetic information that is passed on from one generation to another. So imagine you, and then you have your parents, and then they have their parents, and then they have basically the entire Kardashian family. Anyway, now that we figured out how much information is passed on from so many people to make, well, you, we have to figure out what information is passed on and how does it make you. The field of genetics is large and vast, but today I'm going to explain a few concepts that can help you understand it a little better. The next application of genetics is in determining the sex of a child. Now, you might have wondered why the ratio of women to men in the world is 1:1, and no, it's not a coincidence, it's one of the first rules of genetics. Now, you might have heard that humans have 46 chromosomes in their body. So do men and so do women. A chromosome is basically a length of DNA that is made up of genes. Over here you see that women have the XX chromosome in their bodies, whereas men have the XY chromosome in their bodies. Now, they are divided during reproduction and you will have two parent sex cells with X and X for women and X and Y for men. During the final stages of reproduction, you will see that the male sex cell and the female sex cell collide and you will get one cell with 46 chromosomes. Now you can see that the children produced have either the XX or the XY chromosomes in their cells. This means that you have 2 XX and 2 XYs, which means that the ratio of girls to boys that are produced is exactly the same. Second application of genetics is in monohybrid inheritance. And what this means is that why does someone in the family have curly hair, whereas the second sibling has straight hair? I'm going to explain this phenomena and why it works. Take a look at these pictures of these cats. You will see 3 cats, the first with brown fur, the second with grey fur, and the third also with brown fur. Now, take a look at the letters that are below them. For the brown cat, the first one, you can see there's a capital B and a capital B, which means it's definitely going to have brown hair. For the second cat, you can see a small b and a small b, which means it'll definitely have grey hair. But what about the third cat? This has one big B and one small b. Now what you have to understand here is that the big B is a dominant trait. So the brown hair will always be expressed if it's present in the combination of big B and small b. This is because it's a dominant trait. The small b is a recessive trait and it will not be expressed unless you have a small b and a small b. Now I think we should understand the genotype of the children of two organisms mating. So over here you can see a brown cat mating with a grey cat. One has the allele big B and the other one has the allele of small b. The process of what happens now is pretty similar to the process we learnt about before. The only thing is you cannot forget about the dominant and the recessive alleles, that the allele of the parent will be divided into 2 and it will be fused with the other one of the other parent. And now you will get 4 combinations like we did before. Now you will see that all the children are going to be brown. This is because the big B and the small b are combined for all the combinations. Here, big B is the dominant allele and you have it as brown. So all the children will be brown. I hope you enjoyed learning these few basic concepts in genetics and hope you would like to study it further. Thank you.